Donald Trump's travel ban, the hysteria, and the reality. I'm Brian Lilly with the Rebel Media. Well, to butcher the Bard, oh, their hypocrisy is rank. We have people around the world protesting Donald Trump's 90-day suspension that stops people from 7 countries out of nearly 200 countries in the entire world. On social media, at award shows, in the streets and airports of mainly Western countries, people are complaining about this executive order, #Muslim ban, except it isn't a Muslim ban at all. Like it or not, what Donald Trump has done is suspended travel for 90 days for people from Iraq, Iran, Syria, Yemen, Sudan, Somalia, and Libya. Is this a Muslim ban? Not even close. Only one of those countries, Iran, is on the top 10 when it comes to the most populous Muslim countries. Indonesia isn't on Trump's list. They are close to 90% Muslim, and they have more than 200 million people. Pakistan, 96% Muslim. They have 174 million people. Residents of those countries, citizens of those countries, they can all travel to the United States, same as people from India, Bangladesh, Egypt, Algeria, and Morocco. This isn't a Muslim ban, and no amount of yelling is going to change that. Think about it. Many of the people that want to flee to the West from Iraq and Syria are actually Christians and Yazidis, people that are facing genocide at the hands of ISIS, and this ban applies to them. Are they Muslim? No. Take a look at the countries on the list and see if you can figure out why they might be there if it's not the Muslim ban. Iraq and Syria are currently war zones. They've got civil wars going on, ISIS running amok, there's war criminals all over the place, there's terrorists. That might have something to do with it. Iran, they're the biggest state sponsor of terror in the world and a country that regularly denounces and threatens the United States. Yemen, they're under a civil war with jihadis trying to take over. Sudan is a divided country with a history of supporting terror and harboring terrorists. It's also led by a war criminal. In Somalia and Libya, they're barely functioning failed states with jihadis in charge of much of the territory. So is this executive order about banning Muslims or keeping America safe? For those of you that are still yelling this is a Muslim ban, then please explain why Indonesia, Pakistan, and all those other countries with much larger Muslim populations are not on the list. Trump's plan, at this point anyway, is to lift the ban after 90 days have passed and the vetting system for people coming from these countries has been improved. The same can't be said for the 16 countries that ban Israeli passport holders from entering ever. Take a look at the list of the countries that ban Israelis. Of the 7 that Trump has put a 90-day ban on, 6 never allow Israelis in. Only Somalia doesn't have the ban on Israel. Have you seen any marches, any rants from Hollywood stars over this? Nope. No claims of Jew ban, no trending #Jew ban over this. It gets worse though. I travel on a Canadian passport, and we all know Canadians, they're loved around the world. Our Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau, he once again tweeted about how diversity is our strength. Not everyone sees it that way. If I travel to Israel on my Canadian passport, then try to enter one of those other countries, I'm likely to be denied. Yes, even on a good old golly gee Canadian passport, I'll be denied entry into those countries if I've been too close to Jews, essentially. If I've been to Israel, then I am haram. Here's how the bureaucrats put it on the Global Affairs website. Canadians have been denied entry into Iran because their passports bore an Israeli visa, an Israeli border stamp, or an Egyptian or Jordanian border stamp issued by an office bordering Israel, which would indicate a traveler entered from Israel. On the page for Sudan, they're even more dramatic. Travelers to Sudan with a stamp from Israel in their passport will automatically be denied entry. Each of these countries requires a visa to enter. You have to apply in advance, and they can turn you down for any reason they choose. Some people seem to think we live in a world of open borders and free-flowing travel, and it's only the meanie, that racist pig Donald Trump, that wants to change that. But that isn't the reality. The reality is much more complex. Like even in the executive order with this travel ban, it states the United States is likely to still take in 50,000 refugees in 2017. That's not too far off President Obama's average. But that complicates the situation, complicates the story. It doesn't fit neatly on a sign, and it might also just kill off the narrative. If you like the video you just watched, make sure you never miss a Rebel video again. And hey, do us a favor. In addition to subscribing to our YouTube channel, share this video on social media.